Now we're going to start at the compost bins, because really the most effective way to get micronutrients back into your yard is compost. It's a natural way, and if it comes from the plants that are growing in your backyard, it's also going to return those essential nutrients back to the plants that you have. And as you can see, these bins are topped off with quite a bit of yard waste and yard material, leaves, etc., wood, chips, chicken bedding, all kinds of things. But it takes a while, and time is a real limiting factor. And in getting nutrients to your yard, sometimes you don't have the time to wait. So what I'm doing is going on the recommendation of a local farm. They use this brand. I got it off of Amazon. It's about $10. I'll put a link down in the description. Please use that to support the channel. And by the way, good place to mention that if you'd like to support the channel, just anytime you go to Amazon, just use one of the links in any of the descriptions on any of the videos on Eat Your Backyard, and that will give a small donation back to the channel to continue operation. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and please like this video. Hey Jack, what are you doing over there?
Checking the waters and stuff.
Checking the waters? Yeah. What chicken do you have there?
Blondie.
Hey Blondie. That's a good looking chicken. You know how many eggs we got today?
3.
That's right.
All the sex lungs.
Yeah. So this system is supposed to last for about 6 months, and what it puts into the soil is a collection of elements, and they list them all in the back here, and I'm not going to bore you with what the elements are, but there are various collection of micronutrients that most plants need, and some plants can be deficient in. And I've read a number of papers, agricultural papers on micronutrients, and it seems to me the verdict is you may or may not have a micronutrient deficiency you need to deal with, but just to be safe, it's so easy to add back in several ways, micronutrients, composting being the #1 most environmentally friendly way to do it. But just to increase dramatically your yield from those plants, that means leaves, that means fruit, that means roots, that's all that stuff. So this is supposed to last, has the benefit, this granular type is supposed to last for 6 months. So that's a pretty good amount of time. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to actually put it on all the fruit trees back here. And the one tree that I'm really wondering about, that I really have a strong suspicion has a deficiency of micronutrients, is this Edward mango tree. And it's a mango tree I've had for years. It's never set a viable fruit, always drops them, and grew very slow. So I've done everything for it I can think of, with the exception of adding the micronutrients. So we're going to go ahead and try that. Now, one other practice worthy of noting here is biochar. Now, if you don't know about biochar, burning wood is another good way to develop micronutrients, which you can easily return to the soil. And I'm going to start doing that as well, because really one of the other missing links in my situation here is what to do with all the wood. Now, I generate a lot of wood. You can see over here by the compost bins, well, they're filled with leaves and small pieces of wood, but then I have these larger branches that stack up. Right now, that's one of the only things that leaves my yard, are these branches. And that's problematic, because I'd like to keep that carbon and convert it. In fact, maybe biochar, turn it into burned material that I return around the plants. That's probably going to be how I deal with it, is to make it into firewood. At that point, I will have absolutely 100% cut out any waste out of my yard or house that's organic. All of it goes back in to the yard, and as far as I'm concerned, Jack, that is a major accomplishment.
A bunch of little baby cherry trees under the tree.
We've got cherry grass. Let's go check out the cherry grass. We never stress too much on the format of the video, which you know, if you're on Eat Your Backyard, we just kind of look at what's happening in the here and now, and look at that Jack noticed that we've got Suriname cherry grass growing. All of the uneaten cherries, you can see there's a bunch in here. Each one of those could produce a good cherry tree. All right, so here you go. You can be the sprinkler.
We got this a while ago.
You know who the sprinkler is named?
Who?
Bruce Springsteen. You heard of him? Yeah, he was a famous rock musician, Bruce Springsteen. From New Jersey. All right, so it's like pepper. I already took the little cut out. There's like a few holes, and then you don't have to put much. It's like a half a teaspoon or whatever, so I'll demonstrate here. All right, so we'll do the first one because I think this might solve the mystery of the fruitless mango tree, which now the fruitless Edward mango tree is growing next to a Malacca patio mango tree, which is known to be a big producer, so it's probably going to die of shame for having not produced. Now, what they say is, these are fairly big pellets. I'm almost a little worried that the chickens might try to eat them, to be honest. I'm going to make sure that these chickens don't get out on this yard. Now, it does say in the directions for this, wow, it's slow going. But at least this way you can kind of spread it out. All right, okay, so did you see what I did there, Jack?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can do it. Wow, you're gonna get your workout, man. All right, give this Suriname cherry a little treat. All around the outside like I did, you just sprinkle it around like you're seasoning the earth with goodness. Gordon, you're the Gordon Ramsay of earth. I like your technique. Yeah. All right. I'm not exactly sure how much, but yeah, give the datil pepper a little taste of it. Not much, yeah. Just a little more. All right, that's good. All right, let's go ahead and hit the Barbados cherry. This Barbados cherry has been doing really well. It produced more fruit than it's ever produced this year as a result of our vermiculture. Oh, there's the cherry. How's that looking? Pretty good. Feed that to the chickens. Here, I can grab that. Feed the ground fruit to the chickens. All right. I'd shake it out just about as quick as it'll come out. I pull it fully upside down.
Dad, I don't remember. Never mind, you did get there. I was supposed to see if you get the person mulberry when we bunny run, but you already got that.
Break it up so that it's not.
Hey, maybe some stuff on the back. could also get some on the side house.
Okay, so that took me all of about 15 minutes, and we got the whole backyard, every fruit tree fertilized with that. I'd say that's pretty good for that amount of fertilizer to extend that far, and now we'll just see what happens. So one thing's for sure, now it's got a part of the nutrient spectrum that it didn't have before, and I think it's a real missing link. Really one of the only things remaining in the backyard at this point in terms of the system is the water catchment. And that would be really a matter of putting on gutters and having some way to store water, whether it be a cistern type thing or rain barrels. Once you have that, then you really do have a closed system that's producing roughly 1,300 eggs a year, tons of high protein pigeon peas, roselli, fruit, nonstop year-round fruit, bananas, etc. So what an incredible situation. So hey, if you're not already subscribed to Eat Your Backyard, I don't understand. Don't you want to be my friend? You should subscribe right now, and you should like this video if you like it. If you stayed this far, I just want to say thank you. And if I've inspired even one person with this video today, I am proud of that fact alone, and really that is one of the only reasons that I do this YouTube thing. So hey, leave me a comment. Make me feel special. Thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard.